All the news is fucked up. Social media is fucked up. Oh God. And your job is fucked up. Hate my motherfucking job. We need a little something. Just to help us get through the day. Like weed. And for me,
yeah. Y'all know what it is. We are live. Wagwan, this is the Sports Time Zone, and this is the special Out of Bounds edition of the Sports Time Zone. Cue the beat. My DJ, my producer, what's good?
What's good? What's good?
You already know what it is. Before we get started, make sure y'all support us like y'all been doing. Hit the like, the share, the subscribe, and let them know where they can find us on IG, because we know y'all all about the gram. So what's the IG? Let them know.
Hit us up on Sports Time _zone. That is Sports Time _zone on IG. Check us out. Also, we on Facebook as well. So
yes, we are. Our Facebook is The Real Sports Time Zone. So make sure y'all hit us up there, because I found out it's another Sports Time Zone out there. We the real ones. And we was here first. So that means somebody trying 15 fire style. I mean, I want no proof so if you try 15 fire team. You don't know. I mean, say that. Nobody trying to steal our style. We don't like that. Y'all can be creative. There's a lot of ideas and a lot of names out there. So y'all don't have to steal our swag. I don't want to see nobody biting none of the stuff we do. I had to get that off. But yeah, Sports Time _zone. Make sure y'all holler at us there. And also, we like to send support and shouts out to the people that support us and show us love. So I'm gonna start with KE Creations. They will take care of you on anything you need customized, as far as clothes, merch, shoes, socks, bras, and drawers. They will take care of that for you. Seven Figure Society Marketing Agency, top to bottom, auto detailers, SammyTreats.com, and Billionaire Society. Make sure y'all show them some love too. Yo, shout out to my co-host TZ Dave, who's not here today, but we got somebody else in the building here who's gonna join us. And cue the beat, you know who this is. We all know who this is. This is someone who's been here, my cousin, my favorite cousin, coming back to the stage to be my guest co-host for the day. And I appreciate the love, but welcome back, cousin Noomse Wagwan. Nah, we don't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Unmute yourself. Anyhow, while cousin Noomse gets working on her audio issues that she's having right now, which, you know, your mic ain't muted, so it must be something with your audio that you got going on. But anyhow, coming to the stage. Q, we got a good one today, man. This is a really, this is a good one. Really needs no introduction, but I told y'all, I'm nice with these intros. I'm nice, yo. Watch this. Watch how we do this. Watch I learn. He is a poet, an MC, artist, and producer. He is a social media personality with thousands of followers, a content creator, an author, songwriter, tech support specialist, online comic, stand-up comic with thousands of YouTube subscribers, and an Amazon Prime special. Hip-hop fan, sports fan, motivational speaker, multiple-time divorcee. We got to put that in there. He's also the CEO of Professionally Black Entertainment, Mr. Let Them Sleep himself, my friend, my brother from the 313, Detroit's own, my brother, Diesel. What up, though?
What up, though? That's right, two-time divorcee, Two-time intercontinental divorcee on coast. Phenomenal intro. I'm like, God dang, nigga, I did do all that shit. How y'all doing?
Oh man,
What's happening? Yo, that's my man Diesel in the building. Yo, this is a very special episode, and I'm really proud to even have this type of an episode. My man Diesel just recently published and launched a book that is now available on Amazon Kindle. You can get it on Amazon Prime. You can watch it on Kindle. Any other platforms that you're able to stream audio books digital books. He's also somebody that I've been dying to kind of get to sit down here with us to talk about this, because the book has been out now for a couple of weeks. The book is called The Principles of a Fulfilled Life, A Journey to Wellness, Wisdom, and Purpose by the incomparable Diesel Greasel. So I just want to start off with giving a little synopsis of the book and from what I got it, because I did read the book. You know, yes, Noomsy does read. For those of y'all out there, Noomsy read more than just sports stuff. I know what I'm doing. So in this book, the book is pretty much like a guideline to well living. It basically, the title is self-explanatory for itself, because he does give principles of a fulfilled life. And what I admire so much about the book is that the book, it forces the reader to hold themselves accountable, but it doesn't make the reader feel like they're being scolded. It gives them a sense or a feeling of this is actually a genuine friend that's giving them life advice. There's tools about how to cope with adversity. There's things in there and tools to help you hold yourself accountable. There's tools in there for a healthy lifestyle, healthy eating habits, healthy working out, living. It's not just a tool for your mental, it's also a tool for your physical and your interpersonal relations and what you should expect from a partner and what your duty is as a partner. So the book is multifaceted, and I'm gonna have to go back and read it again, because I did read it once, but it's one of those that you want to read multiple times. So I first wanted to give my little synopsis on what I got out of the book. And I want to start off, my questions about the book to you. And the first thing that I wanted to really ask you before anything else is, what actually motivated you to wanting to write this book? Like, what was your motivation behind writing this book?
My motivation to write the book was really seeing what I see every day on social media.
Okay.
Seeing so many people complain about things that, from my perspective, were pretty easy to change. But when a person is going through a problem, it's hard for them to really see how to solve it. And so I feel like the best way to help people is to help them see their problem in a different way, And so, it kind of started from that. Like, what's 8 things that, I started with 8 things that I wrote down. And then from there, I just kind of expanded into what you see now.
Beautiful. All right. Cousin Noomsy, you have a question for Diesel?
I do. Actually, I just want to say congratulations, my brother. I'm so proud of you. We talk out trash, and that's only because I have great love for you, but I'm really proud of you, man.
Yeah.
So you won't get no trash out of me today.
I had the pain I was feeling after the Knicks sent us home. And instead of lashing out like yourself,
she ain't gonna put the Brooklyn on you today.
Just right. Turn that pain into purpose.
Shut up! Don't start.
I appreciate that. I do, Sarah.
So, for someone who hasn't read the book yet, what should they expect from it or expect out of it?
They should expect to walk away feeling empowered. It's a really light read. You know, it's not something that I wrote that's real long. It's a lot of you working on you, as opposed to the book telling you what you should do or what you shouldn't do. But I think that they should expect to learn a lot about themselves and to learn a lot about me and how I see things as well.
Okay,
good. That's a good answer. And I did want to also say, yeah, it is a light read, which I think will attract a lot of people who are not really avid book readers, because some people get intimidated. Not to say that they're, unintelligent, but they'll see a book that's really big and thick, and they'll be like, I don't want to go through it. But your book is a light read and it gets straight to the point. So that's an excellent point there as well. So my next question for you, Diesel, is what's your creative writing process like? And also, I know that you're a music writer, and I put that in there. You're a songwriter, you're a hip hop artist as well. So what's your creative writing process like, and how is it similar or different to writing music when you're writing a book?
My process always starts the same, man. It starts with me doing like a voice note, whether I'm making music or trying to write a joke or write a book. It all starts with me just having thoughts in my mind and putting them down on a voice note that I'm gonna come back to and listen to later. Like, I never force nothing. As long as the thoughts are flowing, I record them, and then I just wait. I don't try to form anything into a book at that moment, into a joke at that moment, into a song. I just try to get that thought out in my head. And then later, when I got some free time, I just go back through them voice notes and I just play them back. And if something catches me that I want to add on to or take in a different direction, then I do it. But my biggest thing is I only create when it feels good. When it starts to feel forced, it starts to feel like work, I stop. And I just kind of work on a lot of different things at one time. I might work on this project one day, this one this day, and come back around, because I don't like to get bored. So like, as long as I'm feeling it, I'm doing it. When I'm not feeling it, I stop and I do something else.
That's a good point. That for all of y'all out there that have writer's block and y'all struggle, there you go right there. He doesn't force it. It's not about forcing it. I'm the same way. When I was writing my music, if I didn't feel it, I didn't feel it. Like, I'm not just going to force anything just for the purpose of getting it off, because you come out with a product that sounds like it's forced, but this did not come across like that. Excellent point. Cousin, go ahead with another question.
No, that's actually real, because I used to perform spoken word. And once it started to feel like, I don't know, it didn't feel genuine. It kind of felt like it was work. I kind of didn't want to get into it anymore. And even though I was kind of sensitive, because it's my words, my feelings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get what you mean. So was your book a result from like self-reflection, or was it something that you noticed in society? Like, what drove you to write this book?
Every morning I go walk, and I'm one of those people, man. Like, when I walk or I work out, I don't listen to music. I don't listen to nothing. It's just me and my thoughts. And I think about a whole bunch of stuff. I get a lot of clarity. And I think that's when I find me, and so I think that's when the majority of the content is being made. Then it's when I'm just having those one-on-one talks with God, or I'm listening to the sounds of everything around me. And then from there, man, when I get time in the day is when it starts to come out. But I would say that's where the inspiration kind of comes from, just those morning walks, man, where it's just you, it's no noise. You ain't got to be a parent. You don't got to be a husband or a boyfriend. You don't got to be an employee. It's just you. And I think that's when you really find you.
Right.
Just you and your thoughts. Right. You and your thoughts. That's really a dope concept. And so I got one last final question and then we'll go ahead and kind of, if Q had any questions, he can ask as well. But so my question is, when you wrote the book, like, like, how are you able, well, I guess the better way to put this is, how are you able to make a seamless transition between the comic Diesel, the rapper Diesel, and the Arthur Diesel? Because these are all different variations of yourself. I know all of them. Like, I've known you for years. I know them all. But how is it that you're able to seamlessly, because it seems seamless, like the way that you're able to go from and switch these different roles. How are you able to do that? Like, what's your process in doing that and compartmentalizing each version of yourself?
Man, I think I'm authentic in every role. You know, like when I make music, I don't have a rap persona. It's just me making music. When I'm on stage doing comedy, it's the same thing. I don't have a comic personality. It's just me talking the same shit the same way. And the same thing, and like as an author, man, it's crazy because, you know, me and you've been knowing each other going on like 11 years now.
Yeah, long time. Yeah.
And been on social media at the same time. And, you know, I used to write novels on social media all the time. You know, I used to always have these paragraphs and all this. And it dawned on me one day, I'm like, why the fuck am I always writing this out? And then I thought back to when I was a kid, man, I wanted to write books then. It's just like, but growing up in an environments that we were in, it's not anything that we saw a path to make money on. But it's like, you know, I just decided instead of just putting everything on social media, writing these blogs, I can just put it into another form. You know, and I mean, it's one of those things, same as when I started comedy, man. I wish I started this a little bit sooner. So far, man, I sold like 30 books. And so I'm real proud about that because I didn't know if I was going to sell any of it.
Keep clapping up on that. That's a huge accomplishment for you to have that already sold. So yeah, that's dope, yo. So yeah. Now, before we close out the segment on the book, let the people out there know like how they're able to get the book, where they can find the book. You know, whatever you want to tell them about getting access to that book, let them know how they can get it. Yeah,
so the easiest way to get the book is going to be to go to my website. It's dieselgreezil.com, DeezilGreezil.com. You can go to the book tab. I think I got like 6 books on there now, man. I actually, man, once I started with the first one, and I locked in for like a while and just kept writing. And now I got a little something for everyone, man. I got, you know, my newest joints I just dropped is the Melanin Mantras. These are dope, man. This is affirmations, man. Daily affirmations you can use to manifest. And I dropped 2 of those, man. I got the Principles of a Fulfilled Life. Okay. And, you know, I always think I'm the relationship expert since I'm 2-time divorcee. Yeah. So I dropped the joint in that area. Not a Soulmate, a Goalmate, man, which is actually probably my favorite book of them all, man. You know, it's all this gender wars going on.
Yeah.
Black men versus black women. And this whole book is just more so like, everybody trying to find a soulmate, you need to try to find you a goal mate, a person that you can accomplish goals with. And that's really all any bond is. You know, if we're not accomplishing nothing, then we're going to be fighting and all this bullshit. Right. And so I got books on like parenting. You know, one of the books I wrote is called Why Are You Making Decisions You Wouldn't Allow Your Children to Make? And it's just how we roll as parents, man. We tell our kids to do a whole bunch of stuff that we don't do, you know, and we do a whole bunch of stuff that we don't want them doing. And it's like, yo, we got to take better care of ourselves. Then I even wrote a book on peer accountability when it comes to women, specifically Black women, and how they can empower each other by holding each other to a higher standard. That way men ain't got to be in their business. It's not coming from a man. We need to get back to having grandmas holding shit down and letting these women know when they're doing something well and when they're not doing something well. You know, because that's really the biggest thing that's kind of changed, man. Our women don't have any elders setting any standards. And so that's a dope book. I hope this empowers people to have better conflict resolution skills. But yeah, man, it's a lot, man. I'm excited. New journey. I got a book signing coming up. I'm really just trying to push this as far as I can, and try to escape the cubicle, bro.
That's what it's all about. Your motivation to me. Cousin, anything you want to say before we wrap that up?
Yeah, man. I was about to jump right on that,
Jump in.
Listen, Diesel. This is something that our culture, our society actually really needs. Like, no jokes aside, like, I'm going to leave all of the jokes to over here. I'm not going to do nothing today. Maybe before we sign off, I might say something crazy. However, right now, I want to talk about you walking into your gifts and your calling. Like, that is phenomenal. And you wear so many different hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kingdom right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really out here with all of your different crowns. I'm very proud of you. I'm going to be at that book signing because, you know what I'm saying, I have to get my copy. I want to get mine. Huh?
I'll send you some info. I'm about to get some physical books. Right now, I don't have those yet. I just found a vendor. So now I'm going to start getting those printed up so I can ship those personally. Because I'm getting a lot of requests for the physical books, which I'm all for. Me personally, I read on the iPad because I like to have a whole bunch of books with me at the same time. But I know how a lot of people like to have that physical book in their hands. So I'm working on that as we speak.
Okay. Big things are going on for my brother.
Big things are going on.
That's what I love to hear, man. Very proud of you once again. Y'all make sure, hit the like, share, subscribe, by the way. Always stay locked in. Y'all can catch Diesel also on YouTube, Professionally Black. He's also on all platforms, Facebook, IG, everything you can imagine. He is there. Now, we got some topics that we got to talk about today. We got a couple of things, and we're going to keep this thing going. I love to have these two people, man. Cousin Noomsy, Comparable Diesel. I appreciate y'all being here, and I would love for y'all to stick around and help me with these next topics that we have. The first thing I want to jump into, let's go ahead and get this one out the way right away. Because people, I really didn't want to talk about Remy. I really did not want to talk about Remy no more. But she keeps being in the news. She keeps doing things that make us and forces content creators like myself and like us to have to address the situation. So apparently the most recent Remy fiasco has Remy Ma at a courthouse going to court to support her son, who was accused of murdering a man, and this man's daughter was at the courthouse, bumped into Remy, and an altercation ensued. I don't know if hands were thrown because I didn't see hands, but I definitely saw Remy in handcuffs. I don't want to laugh at that because nobody handcuffs, nobody don't belong in that, but I had the handcuffs. I'm no Diesel, but I got my little, I try. So we got a clip of the young lady who Remy was in this altercation with outside the courthouse. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the clip. Q, I don't know if you got the clip. So let's take a look and kind of play it out how it happened. So
something to you. Realistically, I can never speak to my father again. I can never hug him. I can never kiss him. I can never say nothing else to him. You can see your son. You can speak to him. You can hug on him. You can say whatever. The fact of the matter is that I see this fucking lady, and she's looking at me with a whole attitude. When I tell you ice grilling as if her son was the victim. Like, miss, where's your remorse? Like, where's your sorriness? Where's your sadness? Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what I go through with nobody. I would never want to see nobody die. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, bitch, nobody did nothing to you, you fucking gremlin. And you really acting like you mad about something. Ice grilling somebody. Ugly ass.
That is
you
wild.
acting tough in front of a courthouse. Like, bitch, we're gonna go to jail. You've been to jail before. I'm sure you.
Turn around.
Like your mother's ugly?
Turn around.
Like your mother's ugly?
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is Remy
Yeah, okay. We can
approaching
test
the young lady.
her right now. Right now. Right now, ugly. Everything. Oh, you thought you was gonna see something ugly, bitch. You wasn't. But you wasn't. Nope, but you wasn't. Same here. You see what's up? Same here. You see what's up? Oh, okay. Same to beat you up too. Try to beat you up. Come down.
So, anyhow, as you can see, the altercation ensued. Remy goes downstairs. I don't know what happened after that. This is all we seen after that is Remy ended up in cuffs. And then the young lady made that video after the whole situation happened. So, aside from, this being Remy and this happening the way it's happening, it's like she just can't catch a break right now. Like, first, the Pap situation, and then Easy the Block Captain was exposed and all of that. Now this. So aside from it being Remy, and I'm gonna start with you, cousin, and then we're gonna pass it off to Diesel. I can't ever say how it would feel because I've never been in a situation where somebody I love was murdered and I have an opportunity to confront a family member of that person.
Right.
But based on what we just saw here, do you think the young lady was justified for going in like that on Remy? Do you think Remy was justified for her mean mugging and ice grilling the girl? Like, what's your thoughts on this from a lady's perspective? I'm glad I have you because Remy is from New York. So New York, y'all got to kind of hold a little bit of this L together. But cousin, I know she from the Bronx and you from Brooklyn. So it's different New York. I get it. It's different New York. But what's your thoughts on that? What you got?
I kind of feel like because she has so much heat on her already, she could have been the adult in the situation, realizing that this girl lost her father and just let it rock. Like, she could have been spewing out all kind of stuff to her. Remy could have been like, you know what, I'm gonna just let her be. She's going off, having her own moment, which, you know what I'm saying? Was she justified in doing that? Probably not, but you don't know. I never lost my father before, praise God. And like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that feeling is. But at the same time, even like the clapping back and then pulling out the phone, and then like even when she was like,
it's a little extra.
Like, first of all, you're dumb as hell because you standing right outside the courthourse. Are you dumb?
Yeah,
you're dumb for that. I'm sorry, you're dumb for that.
Yeah, it was a little bit extra.
I'm sorry, because it's like, granted, it's her son, and so she might be in her feels because it's her son, but her son is living. We're talking about this girl's father who was murdered.
Yeah, and that's how I feel too. So I didn't really get Remy's energy though. Like, I didn't understand why her hostility came from.
Exactly.
Why would she be angry? Diesel, what do you make of Remy being so angry? Like, your son just murdered her dad. Like, why are you the one that's so angry? What do you make of that, Diesel?
I think, man, I ain't understood what Remy has done in a long time, man. I don't understand why she was blasting Pat but claimed she didn't want him type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those things is like, I'm not big on blind loyalty, right? I think blind loyalty is dangerous. And she's on some blind loyalty like, that's my son, I'm going to stand by him. Okay? And I'm not even mad at you. But like you saying, like, why are you mean mugging the victim's family? Why you acting like they did you and your family a disservice?
Right.
You know, and it's like, I expect more out of Remy. It's like, how fucking old is Remy? At what point are you gonna be an adult? Like, yo, you didn't been to prison. I know you at least my age, bitch. I'm fucking 44. Like, what are you doing? Like, I think, man, like, she keep taking L after L publicly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like, she got
like, and is this even helping her son's case?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it is. I think
like she could very well be in court without Remy there and be like, so this altercation, like, this is the result. This is the son of this person. Like, who's to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, she could turn that whole situation around. And is this a situation where it's an alleged situation, or do we know for sure that her son is guilty of murdering her father?
Nah, it's like for sure.
It's for sure, right, Q?
Like, he pulled a trigger, or is he just a part of the crew that did it? It's one of them, like, driver or some shit.
They were saying like it's almost.
He's at least a
They
codeine.
got evidence that
Oh.
he.
Oh,
the
so
one.
they got evidence. So he is, from what we understand, is the person that. Okay.
Yeah, that they trying to say that did it. Yeah,
Okay.
and they saying that they got evidence that he did.
That's crazy.
But who knows?
That's crazy.
She need to read the book. Diesel, tell her. She need to take no accountability
There you
for
go.
her motherly actions because your son did that shit, and
That
you
was a
feel
dope
ashamed.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, why? Like, why are you going in like that on the girl side? That kind of threw me off a little bit. I didn't understand it, but hey, I don't understand, like you said, a lot of things that she does and says. I've seen her recently going off on social media, like just different rants and different clips at random moments and random times, just lashing out. So I don't know what that's all about, or is it a cry for help?
You think Papoose is sitting back laughing at her right now?
Oh,
The boy sitting back clapping cheeks right now.
Would you?
Like, phew. What you think?
Hey, what you said? Diesel Pap dodge what?
That's a bullet, bro. That's a bullet with that one, man.
Yeah.
He definitely dodged the bullet, because
Sure.
I've seen a pattern of behavior from her lately that it's just kind of out there. It's wild. But anyway.
It's like hit that chick with a bottle. That's like that's the biggest hit. Hit that chick with a bottle, bro.
Oh, man. Now, the next topic that I want to get into, this is something that a lot of people have strong opinions about. And I want to also preface by saying that these views of ourselves and our guests do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sports Time Zone. These are just views that we all have. Now, this next story is out of Pennsylvania, the University of Pennsylvania. The college. There was a transgender athlete that was participating against biological women in a various sport. This athlete accumulated records and accolades and was just breaking all of the women's records for women in that sport. Well, after deliberation among the staff in the facility and the faculty, rather, of the University of Pennsylvania, they have decided to ban trans athletes and removing all of the transgender athletes' records from the record books. So they've been wiped clean from the record books, and transgender athletes are no longer allowed to compete against biological women. In other words, they have to now compete against athletes that were born of the same gender that they were born of. So, y'all like how I tiptoed around them landmines, boy. I see. I know they why. I know y'all ain't finna get me. You're not going to get me. You tried it, though. You're looking. I know y'all looking for it. I know y'all looking. Y'all come back and like, ooh, but Noopsy said this, and Noopsy said, nah, y'all heard what I said. This is the news, and this is what happened. Personally, me, I have no problem with the ruling. I have no problem with the ruling whatsoever. I feel, as a sports fan, speaking as a sports fan, let me preface by saying that I believe in a level playing field. Even though with sports betting and gambling and all that, we know it ain't that level, but at least make me feel like it. Make me believe. Try to respect me enough to not play in my face and make me feel like it's not fair, like it's really fixed. If it's fixed, hide it. So what this college is saying is, we're not gonna hide it. We're gonna get out in front of it, and what's right is right. So I feel like they got that right. Oh no, I see, cousin, I see your face. Hold that down. Diesel, I'm gonna let you go ahead and give your synopsis on this, but let me make sure I put these scrolling words across the bottom, because I know Diesel, I know him personally. He's my brother, so I know I gotta make sure I put that up there. Now go ahead, let it rip, my brother.
you know, I don't know how did we get here? Like, how did we get here? Because I remember when he was breaking all the records. And the problem was he wasn't just breaking the records, he was shattering them shit. he was like the Michael Jordan of this shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is like we don't get here without women in powerful places voting for the bullshit. It's like this ain't just like all men voted to pass this. Like women voted for this, and it's like sometimes like my daddy used to always say this saying, some people don't believe shit stinking till they smell it. And this is this was. It's like they had to do this dumb shit to realize how bad of an idea it is. It's like men and women should not compete against each other. Like we shouldn't compete against each other. And like I think dude was like a horrible swimmer as a man. Yeah. He wasn't shit. But as a woman, he was that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a nigga that wasn't shit to be in that bitch while hopping over there. Like I'm about to just race against these bitches. And like became like the Nicki Minaj of that shit. And then like, you know, and so it's like, like back to women gotta start taking some accountability, man. Stop voting for bullshit. Like men like myself are not voting for men to take women's spots. But it's not. This is some weirdo white dudes voting for this shit. And probably some equally weirdo white women like, hey, yeah, we oughta. No, we fucking shouldn't. Like, and Leah Thompson, you know you're wrong, man. You know you're wrong. Look, you see this picture? This bitch was stunting on these hoes like, yeah, bitches, peace. Better than you. Yeah. No, nigga, the 2 was for the 2 balls that she still had. 2 balls. Like, you see that? Like, you're wrong, bro. You wrong as hell.
Yeah, he wrong.
University of Pennsylvania for getting this right. It shouldn't have took y'all this long. It should have took y'all this long, man. And I'm gonna apologize to all them ladies who lost to that nigga. Like, it shouldn't have happened, ladies. It shouldn't have happened. You would have done a disservice.
They did issue an apology too. Like the school issued an apology to all of the female athletes that the transgender athlete beat. So they issued an apology because what they said the University of Pennsylvania modified a trio of school records set by transgender swimmer Leah Thomas and said it would apologize to female athletes for their disadvantage that they face by competing against this athlete. So Cousin Noomsi, with that ruling, how do you feel about that? Do you think? Let me not ask you how you feel about it. Let me change
the question. Go ahead. What's your question?
I know you too. You my cousin, so I know. I heard you're done though. Look, we all family here. We all love. But do you think that the university got their ruling right? Do you think they got it right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I agree. Okay.
Because I played sports. I was an athlete in high school, and I had a scholarship to run track at college. So absolutely, like we have the men's heat and we have the women's heat for a reason.
Right.
I kind of feel like it's a little bit too late for an apology because what about the seniors who graduated, who were athletes, who didn't get those accolades? Like, miss me with that apology. Because what happens now? So they give back all of the medals or whatever, or the awards or whatever, the ass. And so what happens to the other athletes? The ones that got
and they seniors, so they graduated.
Listen.
They get an apology. Apology.
Miss me with the apology. run me back that money that I paid my senior year, junior year of college.
Yeah. Because that's life altering. Because losing or winning a race like that is nowadays, it's the difference of endorsements. It's the differences of, where your placement is in Olympics.
Of course.
Medaling, all this stuff. So not only it's unfair on so many levels. It's just so many levels.
Don't get me wrong. Like growing up, I was a tomboy and I played football and I played basketball with all of the cousins and everything because I was always the only girl, right? Mm-hmm. But when I knew that I couldn't outdo any one of these Negroes in our family, fam. I knew how to sit down and be like, I'm good, you got that. I'm not trying to get lumped up. You know what I'm saying? And so as a woman, it's like you can try your hardest, but it's like that's not to listen. That apology is for the birds, sorry.
Yeah,
and this is me being as
PC
with much discretion. You understand?
Politically correct as possible.
Yes,
socially correct.
Diesel, cut it out.
Wow, what's your thoughts on?
Diesel had me when he was talking about the two balls. What?
That's why he was saying I got two balls. But yeah, I think I agree. I'm glad they got it right. It just sounds like we in this type of experimental phase with a lot of shit.
Right.
So we just trying to see if it's possible. I think the women who voted for this want to see, well, maybe we can compete with men and vice versa. And now we did this experiment, and this shit clearly shows you that if you even in track and field, the fastest time for a woman and the fastest time for a man is like 3 seconds different.
That's a lot.
And then each millisecond in track and field counts. As a victory. Like that's like a step. Another step. Like it's not meant for us to do shit this way. So this dude, I mean, we lucky it wasn't UFC or no shit like that.
Right.
Yo,
let him go in there and beat the shit out of some girl. Yeah. Like that's crazy, man.
I know that there were some women athletes or that were against it. But they weren't hurt at the moment. They was just like, oh, well, put an H in your chest and handle it. But you had them. I know some of them went to the news. Some of them were writing the president. Like, it was just a whole big ordeal. So the fact that the university was just like, you'll be okay with it. And now you give me an apology after all of that?
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow. That's crazy. How y'all say in New York, that's nasty work.
Word.
Son, that's nasty work. And like I said, again, I'm speaking as a sports fan because I'm a sports fan. And like Q just said, the fastest time for a man in track and field is 3 seconds faster than the fastest time for a woman. So biologically, there's no secret that men hold a physical advantage overall. Now, of course, there's anomalies. There's some women out there that's faster than some men. There's some women that are stronger than some men. But we're talking in its totality overall, the playing field would not be level.
Average.
Yeah,
like the average strongest man versus the strongest woman. I mean, you talking about 500-pound difference.
So it's a big difference
of weight they can lift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it make no sense for someone to go into disguise to get all these trophies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pretend to be a woman, Joanna man, this shit and win.
Yeah, nah, you right. The idea came from that movie. So yeah, I'm glad that they got it right. Because again, if they don't stop it here, then where does it stop? There's UFC, there's boxing, there's all of these other things where somebody could really get hurt. So I'm glad that they got that together. So now this next topic, this one right here. When I heard about this one, I could not believe. First of all, it's genius. Second of all, why didn't I would not think of that. But apparently, a couple of train station workers were fired from their job or was released from their job. They worked at some train station. And these two co-workers or former co-workers of this place built like a secret underground apartment in the train station. And we're living in that thing rent-free.
For years.
For a minute. Like, I don't know how they pulled it off. I don't know how they were able to do it and furnish it with nobody knowing. They got a whole apartment, yo. This is a wild story. When I first heard it, I was like, yo, there's no way that this is true, that this is real. But apparently it is. Cue the beat. Go ahead. Run it.
One in the train station brewing game, the other in the nearby Millbrae station.
This is why I say to people, never say you've seen it all, because something like this new will come up.
San Mateo County District Attorney Steve Wagstaff tells us the men lived inside the apartments for several years. In total, they spent over $40,000 building them and even had things like office spaces and living rooms inside.
When it's public money that is being stolen by a public employee, that's egregious. That takes it up a level.
Both men followed similar schemes in order to create the apartments. How it worked was they hired contractors to remodel former office space, but kept each invoice under $3,000 so that they could be approved. Caltrain was unavailable for an interview, but sent ABC 7 News a statement, which reads in part, "The misuse of public funds for private use is a violation of the law, Caltrain policy."
Let's stop it right there, Q. Hold on. So, for years that they were living. Did you see they had beds in there?
Couches, TV.
How is the truck pulling up to the train station and you emptying out the truck with a sofa, beds? What? Yes. How you
Crazy.
do that? How you do that?
Who blew the operation cover, man? That's what the fuck I want to know.
That was a chick. You know, it was a chick, bro.
We've been doing this shit for 7 years, bro. Rent free, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. So for them to be in there that long, rent free, and for nobody to notice for all them years, it's a train station. That's like somebody get fired that work at HEB or your Kroger or Publix or whatever grocery stores in your local town, and the whole time they got a whole apartment like in the back, like they done carved a little section in the walk-in freezer, and they got like a downstairs area it's nice and heated, and they got furniture. Like, how would that happen? How did they? And then they use taxpayer money. So they said taxpayer money. So that means the electricity and the water and all that, whatever town they in, all of them taxpayers pay for that.
Oh yeah, couches, y'all pay for these couches, everything.
Couches? How
Not
did
the pull-out sofa. What?
a whole pull-out sofa there, yo?
Nah, you can come through. I got a sofa
Put
right
the sofa
there.
in the box. You get the sofa in the box, man. You open that bitch up in the
Yeah,
on your ass, man.
straight
They
to
had a
TV.
whole office set up and all of that. What?
That is crazy. Look at that.
White sofa, bro.
They got a bathroom, like a full, with a sink.
They didn't remodel the shot of this thing.
Yo,
They did pretty
they
good
got
though.
drapes. Yo, for those of y'all who just joining us,
You said
bro,
Drake.
make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe. But we covering a story right here. 2 former train employees got sentenced to jail because after they got fired from their job, they built an apartment in the train station and was secretly living in there for years, and nobody knew until. And then look at that. They got that look like a nice studio apartment, yo. Like they got blinds. What are those, like the blinds? Blinds.
What is that building?
Is that a computer?
That's beautiful.
Wi-Fi in that.
Yeah. Lamps. Get out of here.
We got to figure out how to get a job, man. How can we get hired back on
from
here?
home to another level. They're like, yeah, nigga, we been working from home for years, nigga. That nigga home from work, nigga. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Home for work for real.
Yo, this is wild, yo. This one is
How
wild.
they sleep?
Yeah,
They at the train station. That's what's crazy, man.
yeah. They probably done put soundproof padding in there. They got that. they got soundproof padding. They done padded up like a studio in that thing, man. Oh man, but yeah, that's something wild. Like for those of y'all who whoever wondering how you gonna make it. Oh, I just got fired. I can't pay my rent. I don't know where I'm gonna live. Build an apartment right there at your job.
At your job, man.
Yeah, right at the gig, yo. That was wild.
I came home from work the other day. Jokes on them.
Now, this next story, we getting close to the end. This next story, this is such story that my mom would love. This is a feel-good story. A young man, I believe he was 15 years old, a young 15-year-old a high school student, graduated high school early, and in doing so, he elected to go to an HBCU college. So I don't know if this is history for the youngest person or the youngest, African American to be accepted into an HBCU, but I don't know too many 15-year-olds that graduated high school. But this story apparently is the situation in the case. So if y'all look at it, 15-year-old graduates high school early and will attend an HBCU. Q, can you scroll down a little bit so we can get a little bit of the story? So apparently, Matthews told WTBZ News that his acceleration path began when he started combining grade levels in his homeschooling journey. So this is brilliant. So he was basically taking 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade together, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade together, 7th, 8th. So he was able to graduate early by combining. I didn't even know you could do that. You knew that, cousin, that you could combine grades?
Yeah, I used to homeschool. Yeah, I used to homeschool.
So he was homeschooled, which a lot of people are doing nowadays. Homeschooling seems to be the way to go.
COVID pushed that real strong.
Gotta be. If you had, you do have kids that are of school age. Do you support homeschooling? What's your stance on homeschooling?
My oldest 4 all have been homeschooled, man.
Oh, okay.
For the past 9 years, the only one I have in public school is my youngest baby.
Okay.
Yes, they've been homeschooled. So
my oldest one homeschooled, and my 2 kids they were homeschooled for like 2 years.
Okay.
They just going back to school.
Shout out to the homeschooler. Does it say what school he decided to attend? Because this is a dope story right here.
I know it's in Charlotte.
Yeah, it's Johnson something. I just saw
Smith.
It's Johnson.
Oh, JSCU. Okay. Yeah. That's shout out to JCSU in Charlotte. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all HBCUs.
He'll be attending it along with his twin brothers.
Oh, wow. So the story gets better.
Yeah, he has twin brothers who are 17. So all 3 will be on the same campus,
Wow.
So that's another man.
Yeah, and that's their mother's alumni. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope, yo. Like this is definitely history.
Yeah, that's Black excellence for sure.
That's Black excellence. So shout out to that young man, yo. Shout out to Matthews. What's his name? His full name. I want to give the brother his just due. Josiah. Shout out to Josiah Matthews. Josiah Matthews, man, brother. We are all pulling for you here at the Sports Time Zone. You are Black excellence. I'm gonna be following this story and kind of following his progress as he goes through high school. Now,
shout out to the parents.
Yeah, shout out to his parents because they did that. Right. Yo, y'all, that's what you call Black excellence. Absolutely. The parents.
Yeah.
Parents take a lot of flack, but these parents got it right. So dope.
I'm glad they gave him a little picture too, man. Don't put his real picture up. Keep his identity.
Exactly, because you
never know what people try to do.
In this country, we know what people will try to do. So we got to protect him at all costs. So yeah, dope for him. Now, our final topic. This is our last topic here, man. This time is flying. So our final topic. Last time y'all two was on the show together, Cousin and Diesel. Y'all remember we had a situation where a man fought off a coyote. and what you said, Diesel, like if you kill a coyote with your bare hands, you wearing that. You're like a man. So this story is a little similar story, but in this particular story, somebody was out with their pit bull out at a park, a dog park or some kind of park with their pit bull. And a coyote hops over the fence and confronts the pit bull. So if those of y'all who ever wondering, because we always talk about what would happen if a coyote and a pit bull like went head up, or what would happen if a gorilla and a orangutan, or a gorilla and a lion, or we come up with these two predators clashing. But in this case, a coyote somehow got into population again, which is our second coyote now that we done seen getting around the general population. And cue the beat, go ahead and run it, and let's see what happens.
Friday, when a coyote hopped the fence,
What's up, nigga?
confronted his pit bull at Loma Verde Park.
Yeah.
The
But the pit ran up on him though. You see, look at the stare down.
Yeah.
Look at the stare down.
And then
Oh, you don't want to do shit. Oh, you scared?
Oh, the pit backed off. Whoa, hold on. So the coyote won that stare down. I've never seen a pit get chased away.
He a friendly dog though.
That coyote don't want no smoke either, man. He like,
he don't.
Yeah. Catch this big motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah,
I'm
gonna get. Yeah. You better not come back here, man. I'm glad he didn't stop. That he really saying, I'm glad he didn't really lock on me like that.
Yeah.
Because a pit bull kill a coyote.
No, you're right.
It'll fuck him up.
So you think a pit bull would kill a coyote? Yo, y'all in the
Oh
comments.
yeah, look how big this pit bull is.
Yeah,
If this was like if this was an aggressive pit bull, man, look how big when they.
You can tell that's a pit bull that's been kind of domesticated. You know, that's
look how big that dog. Look how big he is compared to the coyote.
Because that coyote got a lot of fur. That pit bull ain't got no fur. That's just
ain't got no fur.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll eat his ass up if it was an aggressive dog, but it's a friendly dog.
Nah, that coyote did the ill leap over that gate.
But you seen that? Yeah. Can we see that? Can we watch that again? How that coyote?
What?
Because the coyote wanted all the smoke.
Nah, he went and ordered some Acme Wiley Coyote type.
You look at who killed his brother.
That is crazy.
Look at the
where that nigga at, man. Where that nigga at that killed my brother, bro?
He hopped the fence.
That's crazy.
Look at that. And he came right for the smoke. Like the coyote. Oh, but you see how the coyote darted away when the pit bull came at it. That coyote.
Yeah.
Because I think like the pit was gonna try to, protect his owner or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, "What is that? Come here."
Yeah, that's the loyalty of the dog. Because the dog is like, "You're not gonna attack my owner. I'm gonna stare you down." But then once the stare down didn't work,
get a little nibble. Yeah.
That nigga turned and snapped at it. The coyote ain't no fool. That nigga took out running again. Like, okay, wait.
Yeah. He did.
Coyote, yeah.
Give me a little bite and took out running.
Coyote ain't want no parts of that.
That nigga walking away talking shit. Like, yeah, you bet not.
Right.
Let's see what he had to say. The dog. Oh, this is the dog owner. This is the owner of the dog.
I'm an animal lover, but
this is just going to happen again.
I'm an animal lover. Everybody knows me knows I'm an animal lover, but this particular coyote needs to be removed. I'm not suggesting that he needs to be eliminated. We need to capture him to relocate him to a more proper place. This is just not the park for him.
And we're told the same coyote tried to attack another man's dog the day before. Scary, close encounter.
He said this coyote got to be removed. Like, how you gonna know which coyote that was? You sound like
well, I mean,
they said he attacked the dog the day before.
They said he attacked another dog, like that same coyote. So, coyote's been going wild, yo. Last time it was a man who jumped on a coyote. Because that's what I'm saying. If my man could choke a coyote out, I'm sure that pit bull could have gave that coyote all the work that it was looking for.
All they need is that old lady and her stick. She had that stick. Right in their head with this.
The rusty nail sticking out the stick. Oh, man. No, that was crazy.
I forgot about that rusty nail.
that was crazy. Insane work, man. But that's our time, y'all. That was some damn good topics. We appreciate everybody who came out and showed us love, man. I appreciate my guest co-host, my cousin, my favorite cousin. Much love to you for being here, Cousin Noomsi. Also, the incomparable one, my brother, my friend, the author, Diesel Greasel 313. What up, though? And y'all make sure y'all go cop that book. Y'all cop that book. On Amazon. Make sure y'all do that. Go out and get it. Cue the beat. Any final words before we head on out of here today?
Ready for some football, man. Let's go.
Yes.
Hey, Diesel, you gonna cop that college?
Yeah. I'm about to grab that shit.
NCAA.
Yeah, I was thinking about grabbing it today.
Yeah, man, I'll probably try to grab it this weekend.
College football, I might grab mine too. So y'all make sure also y'all catch us on Saturday. This coming Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. noon. We are doing an underground music spotlight. We got special guest that's gonna be joining us. Underground talent, hip hop artists. And the only hint that I'm gonna give y'all is one is from Chicago and one is from Virginia. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. But these boys are fire. Both of them. I can't wait. So tune in right here Saturday to the Underground Spotlight. We're gonna bring it to you live and direct right here from the Sports Time Zone. Also, catch us on Wednesdays, and we do in Closing Moments. Closing Moments, we are taking the very last 4 minutes of some of the most historic games that you've ever seen.
What?
We're doing the last 4 minutes. That boy Diesel, that's wild. That's that stick that we was telling y'all about with the nail sticking out of it.
I'm gonna beat him to death with it. Then I'm gonna beat him to death with it. Nose first, then I'm gonna beat him to death with it. Then I'm gonna beat him to death with it.
So that's so everything.
That's a heck of a sound bite.
Then I'm gonna beat him to death with it.
Let him know. That's a heck of a sound bite. Anyhow, y'all, thanks again for y'all joining us. Tune in to us Saturday and tune in to us on Wednesday for Closing Moments. And we're always here on Thursdays with our Out of Bounds segment. For my cousin Noopsy, for the incomparable Diesel, for my DJ and producer Q the Beat, I am the host, Brother Noopsy. This is the Sports Time Zone. Shout out TZ Dave, and we are out. Peace. Bless.